And welcome back to the Factor Uncensored. It's time we get down to dollars and cents and your financial news out there. We always want to get you prepared financially for the world. And we've all heard of the New York Stock Exchange, but now there is a Texas Stock Exchange. And CPA, certified CPA, Ed Gardner joins us now here on the Factor Uncensored to explain the difference and why is Texas jumping into this market that has been mainly cornered by New York for decades now. But first of all, Ed, what will be the Texas Stock Exchange?
Well, September 30th, the SEC approved a third stock exchange, the TXSE exchange, the Texas Stock Exchange, which will go by Texi. And this is exciting news because it's going to be based in Dallas. And the CEO has said that it's going to make things more competitive in the market. And we might actually see some of the cost in the market to go down. And it's going to also be a more selective market, Isaiah. He is stating that about 35% of over the 4,000 stocks out there will not be eligible to be on the exchange. And what will happen is they're going to be more selective. Now, it's probably going to have a lot of small cap and mid cap companies. And what's interesting, it's shaken up New York to where New York has actually opened up an office in Dallas. And the first listing that they had was Trump's media company. And of
Mhm.
course, the biggest thing that's going to be happening is to get confidence of both companies and the consumers that this is going to be a good exchange. Now, they have some really good capital. They have three or four major companies that have invested $161 million into this digital exchange. And in this exchange, in fact, Goldman Sachs is building over a $150 million building, and they plan on having about 5,000 employees in Dallas. Charles Schwab, I think in the early 2000s, they moved an office there. And you know, a lot of Fortune 500 companies are here in Houston. We're second to the number of 500 companies to California, and New York's close behind. But there are a lot of major companies that either are in Texas or have moved to Texas. So this could be some really good things, not only for our economy, which we have a very strong economy in Texas, but also for the consumer. Because
Now,
here,
when we talk about consumer, that's what we're most interested in. How will it benefit us? And will we see any cheaper prices when we go to buy stock or less service fee charges? I mean, how does that trickle down to us, Ed?
well, it's still early, you know, for us to know because probably things won't happen as close as next fall, though they're going to try to have, you know, it open before then. But it's probably going to cause some of the fees to be reduced because the competition causes sometimes prices to go down,
Hmm.
you know, and also it may enable some of the smaller companies to be able to have an opportunity to uh, be on the board to where they can. And of course, the big thing is to get companies to list on the Texas Stock Exchange. So that's going to be a key thing too. It's nice to have the exchange, but you got to build the confidence to the companies that their stocks can be traded freely. And there's enough of people in the market that want to buy and sell the different stocks.
Now, how will we know the difference as consumers, say, if we're investing in the stock market or ETFs, many things that are out there? Will Texas have the same thing, but maybe a bit cheaper that we can invest to as consumers? What?
We will have a lot of the similar stocks. Again, not all the stocks will be on this exchange. In fact, the CEO has already said that a lot of Chinese companies will not be on this exchange. And they're also going to be looking at more of the financials of a lot of companies to make sure that they're stronger companies coming in. So that's why they're stating that approximately 35% of the companies out there may not be listed on this exchange. So that's a good thing for the investor to know that they're seeing companies that could be quality companies, and you know, like we said with competition, it could cause some of the prices to go down. You know, and the spreads, the difference between the buy and the sell of what a stock's listed for and what you have to pay for it.
All right. Well, we'll look forward in 2026 and see how the Texas Stock Exchange does. And of course, Ed, we always appreciate you with the latest information on the financial market.